Layla left the mansion when the sky started to paint itself into a rosy color. As she left the entrance leading to the rose garden, a refreshing breeze greeted her. With a gold coin grasped in her right hand, Layla walked proudly. But her gallant steps did not last long. Claudine was sitting under the pergola that was located near the vine roses, which were in full bloom. Claudine, who was having a pleasant chat with her cousins, vaguely smiled when her eyes met Layla's. "Goodbye, Layla," Claudine greeted first. The eyes of the young men sitting next to Claudine turned to Layla. Fortunately, Duke Herhart was nowhere to be seen. Layla replied with a bow. Claudine did not say much in response. Layla began to run after she was out of their sight. She was eager to escape the strange and unfamiliar world and return to Uncle Bill's cabin. But the greatest misfortune came at the last moment, at the border. Between the garden and the forest path, Layla fell down. The gold coin mockingly rolled down the paving stone and hit the edge of a man's shoe. Layla frowned at the spinning gold coin. The man lightly stepped on the coin with the tip of his shoe to quell the clamorous sound. Layla slowly gazed at the well-polished shoes, long legs, and then the man's face looming down upon her. It was Duke Herhart. Surprised, Layla reflexively rose herself up. Her white dress was stained with blood and dust from her scratched knee. The Duke simply stared at Layla with a calm look. His red lips seemed as if they were slightly tilted to one side. Layla clenched her lips and swept the dust off her clothes. In the meanwhile, Duke Herhart leisurely took a step back. The coin that was underneath his foot shined, reflecting the sunlight. Although Layla wanted to leave it, she crouched her body in front of the Duke. Just when she was about to extend her arms out, she was reminded of the words Lady Brant left her, "no better than a dog." Those words had scarred a deep wound in Layla's heart. Layla grabbed the coin and politely bowed towards Duke Herhart. She did not dare to raise her head. All she could do was to bow her head down as low as possible and hold her breath. Surprisingly, although she felt pain when she fell, she could no longer feel any pain when she bowed. Leaving the Duke behind, Layla started running again. She wasn't able to run as fast as before because of her injured knee, but she continued to move her bloody legs. She felt something rising from the bottom of her heart, up to the end of her throat. After passing through the forest path and facing the light that came from the cabin, Layla realized what it was. It was sadness. "I'll give this to you, Uncle," Layla held out the gold coin in a rather solemn manner. Bill's hairy eyebrows slowly wrinkled. "What's this? A gold coin? You think I don't know that? Lady Claudine gave it to me." "Claudine? Ah, that little noble lady." Bill nodded, as if he knew the lady. Ever since Layla was called upon the mansion, she had been looking down for the next 2 days. She didn't talk or take a walk around the woods, as well as the garden. Bill realized that he missed the child's past, bright lifestyle. The world was quiet because the child was quiet, and Bill did not like that quiet world very much. "Why do you want to give me that money?" Bill leaned a little towards the table. Layla sat in a straight posture, facing the man. "Because I think it's worth a lot. It is worth a lot. Even though I initially felt miserable receiving this coin, I couldn't possibly throw it away, because it's worth a lot. So I realized that if I gave this coin to you instead, I can at least start paying you back after being so indebted to you." "Damn it," Bill impulsively muttered. Layla slightly flinched, but didn't pay any mind to his curse. Ever since the child arrived in Arvis, Bill worried about the aristocrats hurting her fragile heart. He expected them to harass the child because of her low status. All the aristocrats were the same to Bill: arrogant, rude, and condescending. Although Bill was afraid he might make the child cry if he asked what had happened at the mansion. He could guess how bad the child was treated there. Layla, who had been pretending to act mature for her age, gave a childish grin when he called her name. "Since you earned the money, take it." "The money I earned?" "Yep. It's the money you earned from your work. Dealing with a bored aristocrat is a pain in the ass, but you did it, so you can confidently claim your reward." Layla scrunched her eyebrows in confusion. While looking at the pondering child, Bill gulped down the thick glass of beer in front of him. "Really?" Layla tilted her head as she tapped on the gold coin. "That's right." Bill swiped the alcohol that had drizzled on his beard with his Sleeve. The money I earned. Layla's face suddenly started to brighten. Welcome to the adult world, Layla.